Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Ron McKenzie. There have been some pretty incredible moments in video games, particularly in recent years. With so many amazing and violent games out there, there are bound to be some rather shocking scenes. Let's talk about some of my favorites. Of course, it should go without saying that there will be spoilers, like a lot of them. But for your benefit, I'll leave out any moments from the last year. Now, here are the top 10 most shocking video game scenes. Number 10. Flowey's betrayal in Undertale. At the beginning of Undertale, you meet a happy little flower who talks to you about the world and your soul and love. He tells you about how all the happy little creatures share love with little friendship pellets. What could possibly go wrong? Well, for one thing, the friendship pellets could be bullets, and guess what? They frickin' are! Flowey betrayed us, and for that he must pay. This was an example of a really effective, surprising moment, and really made the player go, oh, it's this kind of game. But hey, if you want your revenge, just keep dodging the bullets. Then he'll learn his lesson. Number 9. Roman's death in GTA 4. I know what you're thinking. This was a moment to celebrate. No longer would we be subjected to his constant invitations to go bowling.
Nico, it's your cousin. Why don't you take me bowling? I can't believe this.
Hey cousin, No, Roman, I do not want to go bowling. Go make your own friends. That said, this was a pretty shocking moment for me at least. Roman was annoying, sure, but he was family. And he was a huge part of the game. It was really surprising that he'd be killed off like that. But I'm not complaining. It was a great choice in terms of storytelling, and I was somewhat glad to see him go. But that doesn't make it any less shocking. Number 8. Would you kindly in Bioshock? If you've played Bioshock, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, I'm so glad that I get to talk about Bioshock in a video about shocking scenes. I won't do any puns, I swear. Anyway, the game is largely based around choices you make, but late in the game you learn that you weren't making choices at all. You've been brainwashed by Atlas, or rather Frank Fontaine, using the phrase, would you kindly? There were just so many implications of this reveal that I can't talk about them all, but learning that you were being controlled by someone else greatly changed how you viewed your past actions. It was a really creative and effective reveal. Number 7. The discovery of Nicole's death in Dead Space. Much of Dead Space is spent searching for your girlfriend Nicole, but late in the game you learn that she had killed herself with poison long before. This was super shocking, learning that your efforts to find her were in vain and picturing the incredibly difficult decisions she had to make to end her life to escape the necromorphs. It's pretty rough. But fun fact, if you were really paying attention, you could have figured this out in the game based on the chapter names. Many of you may know about this already, but if you take the first letter of each chapter, it spells out Nicole is dead. Pretty cool Easter egg for the fans. Number 6. The Darth Revan reveal in Knights of the Old Republic. This was one scene that took a whole lot of people by surprise. In Knights of the Old Republic, you're fighting to stop Darth Malak, the former apprentice of Darth Revan. But when you finally confront Malak, you realize that you are in fact Revan, but merely had your memories wiped by the Jedi.
I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord.
It was really cool, and they even showed flashbacks of various hints along the way to point to this fact. I was almost as shocked as I was annoyed with Darth Malak's constant laughing. Stop! Number 5. The Sean reveal in Fallout 4. This was pretty shocking to a number of people. Personally, I knew that Sean would end up being older. It was pretty predictable that the player character was frozen for years since seeing his wife killed. But the shocking bit was that Sean would grow up to be the leader of the Institute. When this bomb was dropped on me, pun very much intended, I was pretty surprised. Maybe you guys weren't as shocked by the reveal, maybe you're all Sherlock Holmes, but this is my list, so I'm allowed to be stupid, and I did not see that one coming. Too bad the Institute is so freaking evil. I always end up siding with the Railroad because I tend to play my character relatively good, but it's still pretty cool. Number 4. Samus is a girl? Here's one for the older gamers out there, or the young ones who like gaming history. When Metroid first came out in 1986, gamers saw cool armor and awesome fighting and explosions and generally assumed Samus was a guy. But at the end of the game, the helmet's removed, and guess what? Samus was a girl all along. And nowadays we take this for granted, but it was pretty shocking back in the day. I know I personally didn't even believe my friend when he told me that Samus was a girl, because she was my favorite Smash Bros. Character for a good time. I can only imagine the surprise when everyone first found out back then. Crazy. Number 3. The death of Eli Vance in Half-Life 2. This is widely regarded as one of the most shocking deaths in video games, and I can't help but agree. Not only was the death tragic, tragic because we'd come to love and respect Eli, but it also came out of nowhere right at the end of the stupid frickin' game. But it's okay, we can just wait for the sequel. Oh wait, the sequel's never ever coming and we're never gonna find out what's going on, and oh my god, this is not fair. Seriously, this one was rough. I get chills watching this scene every single time I watch it. Number 2, the opening scene of The Last of Us. Yep, this one has to be on here. It's honestly one of the most surprising, one might say shocking, scenes I've ever seen. It was particularly shocking because I knew that the game was going to be about a man and a young girl, so when the daughter was introduced I figured I'd be with her all game. But as we learned, that was not the case. I actually saw this for the first time when watching Day 9 play it, and he and I both just sit there in stunned silence. It was an incredible scene, and it helps to explain Joel's actions later in the game. Number 1, Lee getting bit in Walking Dead Season 1. Oh man. This one was crazy. When playing through Walking Dead, you play as Lee, and Lee's the frickin' man. I was never particularly worried when playing because I knew that if I was bitten or killed, I'd just respawn. They wouldn't kill off Lee, right? Well, wrong, because you inevitably are bitten by a walker, and then you later die. I couldn't frickin' believe it. I honestly wanted to turn off the game in hopes that there was a different choice that I could do, but it was unavoidable, and it was heartbreaking. And in case you're wondering, I made Clem leave me to die at the end. And if you didn't, you're a monster. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for more videos. Did any of these moments shock you? Did I miss your favorite shocking moment? Are you tired of the word shocking yet? Let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're at it, let me know if you'd like a part 2. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie with Top 10 Gaming. Later, gamers.